And welcome in, everybody. We've made it to a glorious Wednesday. Wasn't the weather beautiful outside today? We call it hump day here in the South. It is Wednesday. I'm Hope Hines. Happy to have each and every one of you in our audience tonight. Now, tonight, we got two shows. You see, it's always better sometimes when you got two shows. It makes it a little more interesting. We have David Davoudpour, who is the CEO and chairman of Shoney's, one of the outstanding restaurants in America, and he's making it better, along with Steiner, one of the fine professional wrestlers in our country. And we're here first of all, and we'll introduce these gentlemen in a moment to talk about something that's happening this weekend on Saturday at LP Field that we want as many of you to become involved in as possible. It's going to be a 1K run and a 5K run for the Metro Police Department. What better cause than taking care of the people who take care of us, shall we say. And then coming up in the second half hour, you know, of course, that the Federated Auto Parts 300, that would be the nationwide, pardon me, NASCAR Series race, is going to be at Nashville Superspeedway. We have Bernie Lamar, we have Scott Lagasse, and we have Brendan Gaughan, who will be here for the second half hour, so that what we will be talking about that. Things were happening in the world of sports. We talked about it at 6 o'clock tonight. We'll talk about it again at 10. You heard about Vince Young. He kind of, you know, as I said a little bit earlier, he let his mouth overload what's behind him and spoke out of turn, probably. And now today his agent, Major Adams, having to come back and kind of clean up the mess a little bit, you know, a little damage control. In essence, telling a TV Baltimore reporter on Saturday that the Titans either need to play him or trade him. Well, that's pretty strong language from a guy who's still sitting on the bench, right? In any event, Mr. Adams, who is his agent, said today, oh, that's not really what he meant. What he meant to say was he's just tickled to death to be with the Titans. He's making a lot of money. He ought to be tickled to death. So anyway, that's what's going on with VY. And of course, OTAs begin again next week, and we'll hear more about that as well. So a number of things happening in sports, and you'll all get it, of course, right here on News Channel 5. Shall we widen out our cameras now? I mean, let's put that big wide lens on there and say hello to Mr. Davoudpour and to Mr. Steiner. David, happy to have you here, sir. Nice to see you.
Honored to be here. Thank you for having us here.
Yes, sir, absolutely. And Scott Steiner?
Nice to meet you.
Happy to have you here, sir.
I'm glad to be here.
And then we're just tickled to death to have you here as well. And we will get into why you're here and what you're going to be doing. You're going to be participating, of course, with what Mr. Davoudpour has put together. So, Chairman Davoudpour?
Yes, sir.
We're just going to kind of turn it over to you right now and let you tell everybody what's going to be happening. And as we said a moment ago, you're the chairman and CEO of Shoney's. Shoney's is going to be doing something pretty wonderful that you want a lot of people to get involved with.
Sure. Well, first of all, let me thank you for bringing us here and giving us a chance to tell you what we're planning to do this coming Saturday. Well, this is one of the first years we're going to start a event that would be a 5K fun run, Shoney's 5K one run. But of course, we're going to have 1K fun run for our kids and mom and dad that they want to play on Saturday morning instead of staying home. Please come out and participate. And of course, we got the 5K, which we'll love to be honored to have you to MC that or host it. Right. And out there, of course, there's going to be, Mr. Mayor has promised to be running it with us. Chief definitely going to be walking it with us. Right. We're going to have all the police, helicopters going to be around. All the big shots in Nashville are going to be out there. And then, of course, all the horses from police and all of the recent graduates from the police academy, they're going to be participating in this race. The purpose of this is for us as Nashvillian to put a positive light in our police community. Because you see, we live in one community. We must treat one another with kindness. And this is our way of saying thank you. Thank you to Mr. Mayor. Thank you to police. Thank you to Chief. They've done a superb job. So for us to really do this for them, it's a drop in the bucket. We want to jumpstart a foundation that Mayor and police have initiated. And this foundation, what it will do for our policing community is some of the officers that they will enhance them to be able to go to college, educate themselves, and result, we will benefit from it as a community. Right. Also, this would be in the event that some of our police officers perhaps get shot on Call of Duties, what have you. Whatever, they're putting their life out there for us. So this would, this would help them. This is our way of saying thank you. This is a way of...
Those are doing fine for the police department.
For the police department. It's 100% of the proceed will be given to Police Foundation. And then we are planning to do minimum, we have guaranteed it at Shoney's, to give $20,000. $20,000 we're going to be contributing, and also And also, we step to the plate to say for every registered participant that will be entered the race, we also will give additional $5. So you do the math. If 100,000 people shows up, guess what?
You're in trouble. No. I'm only kidding. You're not in trouble.
That's right.
That's a good thing.
That's a great thing. That's a great thing for our community. Right. That means our community cares. That means our community want to see police do well.
So now how can people, and let's see, it costs, $25 beforehand.
That's right.
And you can go online?
That's right. Now, $25 is for individual, but if you're in uniform, if you're a student somehow, if you are a part of any government working it, that's $10.
Yeah.
That's $10.
Okay.
But it's still, we're going to give $5 even for that $10.
Wow.
You're going to match it. That's right.
Half, yeah.
For half. No matter what
and
it is,
if you walk up Saturday morning, it's $30.
That's right.
Okay, that's fine.
Right.
That's fair.
That's right.
That's
fair.
Right. Good.
For that, they're getting a lot of activities. They're getting food. They're getting back. As a matter of fact, if I may show you, man.
Sure.
Here is some of the bags that they're going to get. Here, let me show you some of these bags, some of the goodies that they're going to get when they register. They, well, of course, this is a hat for you.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you, if I may.
Thank you.
And also this hat for you, my man. Yeah, absolutely. Both of you guys going to have it. And Mayor's going to get one of these hats also. And Chief's going to get one of these hats as well. And there's all kind of goodies here, from T-shirts, from the Cubs, and a lot of our vendors, sponsors, such as Vanderbilt.
Right.
Vanderbilt also participating in this event. They're going to have all kind of health care, I presume, out there. They're going to be.
When people come, where do they park?
They're going to park in LP area, in LP Park. That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Right by the stadium.
That's right.
Okay,
That's
so
right.
there's no problem with parking. You just come and park.
No problem.
And then there will be people there to show you and tell you where to go. Now, Scott, you are a friend of David.
Yeah, I've been friends with David for about 15 years now.
Well, and so he has asked you to come up and lend your name and your support. And I'm sure a lot of folks out there in our audience know who you are and have seen you around the country or wherever wrestling.
I've wrestled all over the world, man. Yeah, and I'm currently wrestling with TNA.
Okay.
And also Dixie Carter's going to try to be there Saturday, as well as all the staff. So they're in all full support of this foundation and help the police department. So
well, it's going to
be a good turnout.
Are you going to try to walk as well?
I'm actually going to be with the police chief. Okay. Hopefully, he won't walk too fast.
No, probably not. No,
I don't run from anybody. So
I know. just slow him down.
Yeah,
if he's going a little too fast. That's the way to do that. It should be a great. I hope the weather's going to participate. Let's hope it's going to be a great Saturday. Leland promised it's going to be good.
We're going to have a good Saturday.
It's done then.
It's done.
There you go. It's going here. Let's move this so the folks can see you, and
of course.
We'll put this over here.
Okay.
Again, let me get my little itinerary over here so that we can talk about. You got prizes.
Absolutely.
You didn't tell us that.
Well, I'd be delighted to tell you. Well, we figure all this money that is going to be raised, without any question, 100% will be donated, will be given to Police Foundation. 100%. And it will be given to Police Foundation. Now, also for our great runners, for every person that make it the first place, with $1,000.
Okay.
For a second person, $500. For a third person, $200. And this is for men and women that enter the race. And of course, we'll be drawing a lot of prizes given away after the race as well.
So now the 5-mile run and the 1-mile run, is it all in a circle? Oh, I'm sorry.
5K, if I may say. 5K, that's right.
5K. Is it all in a circle, or is it wind different places, or is it just right around the stadium?
No, it's going through our historical downtown Nashville, cross the bridge, going through 2nd Street, turn around and come back, going all the way back to the old. Yeah, that's right. That's what we're going to do.
So all that's going to be blocked off.
That's right.
And those people will just have to follow the directions.
That's right. Well, police basically closing the road for us.
Right.
And then they're going to be navigating. They're going to be pretty much watching with helicopter, with horses. We're going to have all kind of security. It would be a magnificent day. We're looking forward to that.
Absolutely. Now we got to sell some products here, so we're going to take a break.
That's right.
That's what we do during commercials here, and try to let people know what we're doing up here. We will come back with David Davoudpour, who's the chairman and CEO of Shoney's, one of the fine restaurants of our country, and Scott Steiner, one of the fine professional wrestlers in our country. We will come back and continue on this Wednesday night, ladies and gentlemen. Right after this.